Hello everyone, watch this review here with a look at Larfleeze and Glomulous from Mattel's DC Universe Action League line. Now I've never sort of jumped on the Larfleeze bandwagon as much as a lot of other people. And I think some people might find the character amusing. Collectors in general, though, sort of identify with the orange light of avarice or of greed. Because, you know, we do like sort of collecting and getting a ton of stuff. It's always that more mentality which gradually clutters up our shelves, and we build a new shelving structure. That's the only way it's got to go. Can't ever seem to get rid of this stuff. Some people do, but are they really collectors? Are they really? Yeah, they're probably really collectors, but yeah. I actually really love the packaging for this line. It's got a lot going on here. Because I personally hate like blank empty space, but it's got unusual box design. It's got a front insert here, Action League, huge letters, small character ID, big character logo, maybe sort of cutesy look at, I guess, the Action League Justice League. Back of the box, you know, is functional. It shows the other figures in the wave as well as some character artwork. This part here, not as fond of, but I don't know, as general, I just think that the packaging works very nicely. You know, even when I was a kid, packaging, one of my favorite things about figures. I would often just save the boxes and stuff. But that's neither here nor there. Let's take a second and take a closer look at Larfleeze and Glomulous. Okay, so if you're looking at the back of the box earlier, you have noticed that I picked this one up pretty cheaply. General retail, back when these were in places like Walmart and Target, for a normal 2-pack, it was like $7 or $8. I guess, what the heck did I get this? Anyway, the sort of bargain retailer I got this from, it might have been a department store or something. It was like $6, so you know, it was sort of in the same range, but I picked it up on clearance or marked down for $3, so go me. I mean, I'm honestly, when I say honestly, not sure. I am actually really sure I probably wouldn't have picked it up if it wasn't on clearance. Again, you know, just because I'm not a huge Larfleeze fan, but at that price, kind of very hard to resist. Like, very super hard to resist. Now, if you've seen some of my previous reviews of some of the Action League stuff, you'll know that they have certain conventions that they kind of keep to for this line. And for some strange reason, like a lot of the ones that had come before had more blocky designs to them. This guy really rounded out, so I mean, otherwise it's got the strangest sort of indent on the back here. Not sure if it's supposed to be like a thumb grip or something. You know, just sort of a stylized look to the character. Although he still has like the sort of blockier looking hands. Pretty decent sculpting overall. 2 points of articulation, just the shoulders, though you really won't be able to move the arm holding the lantern at all. Assuming that's... yeah, there it goes. Yeah, he didn't want to give that lantern up. It's mine. Or his, actually. You know, the sculpting, especially love the head sculpt here. Very cutesy. Paint I'm not as fond of. It's like this darker orange. I always associate him with more of a lighter orange. It just doesn't look quite right. It's a bit too deep or what have you. Now, Mattel also did a version of him, the DC Signature Collection, through the Club Infinite Earths. I didn't pick that one up. I mean, if it had been normal retail, I probably would have. Maybe someday I'll pick it up if they ever offer it again, but not a huge thing. At any rate, here's, what was his name, Glomulous? Can't remember. I can't remember if he's the entity inside the lantern or if this is one of the constructs. I think this might be the actual entity of avarice, but not 100% sure. Now the back here, there's a small thing, so I think it's supposed to hook into his hand, or maybe it doesn't. It looks like it does, but... oh yeah, it can. There's no way this guy could actually hold this up. Though if he could somehow balance that, it would be so awesome. You know he's going to topple no matter what. That's cool, right, huh? It's very neat. Maybe if he had like peg holes, he has a peg hole there, so. Do I have... Let's try it out. It's not going to stay, it's going to probably pop off the stand, but that's really cool. You can just attach that, thing's huge. But yeah, this wave, I guess, consisted of figures and like a larger sort of accessory rather than like a 2-pack of figures. I believe these were just intended as like normal releases. So, yeah, I mean, Glomulous and Larfleeze were definitely sort of the ones to get from this wave. Kind of happy I picked this one up, although, again, might not have if he wasn't on the cheaper side. But that's mostly because I'm on the cheaper side, and you know, I do happen to love saving money. But yeah, this has been a look at Mattel's Action League, Larfleeze, and Glomulous. Pretty neat. Till next time, folks. Alright, hold it, everybody, stay in your seats. He actually has 2 extra joints that I didn't notice. Kind of embarrassed by this, but the previous figures in the line didn't have the extra joints. But if you look at this, he has a point of rotation in his forearm, which is kind of cool. So, like this, he can actually support Glomulous while he's just on the ground, and I hope his name's actually pronounced Glomulous. Can't remember how it was actually spelled, so it's kind of neat as well. It's kind of cool. The other thing is, the lantern holding arm rotates the bicep here. So, I'm not sure if that's got any real significance to it, or, but you know, it's nice just to have the extra joint. So yeah, even cooler than I thought.